What's up, everybody? That's the intro. Yeah.
Just a tip, 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 tippy tip, tip podcast. Just a tip, 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 just a tip. Hey.
What's up, everybody? This is Just the Tip podcast. I'm Levi Smith.
I'm Tyler, back at it again. Second video.
Yeah, this is episode 2. Our boy Casey Craddock, he's not able to make it today. He's piled up in homework, but he's there with us in spirit.
He is MIA, but that is okay because we're gonna keep this train rolling, and we're gonna see how we do without him. We're gonna do this.
Yeah, I'm trying to upload right now, add an attachment for Snapchat and everything so people can start watching this. But
all right. I mean, so while you're doing that, I guess just wanted to kind of clarify. This show, I think, I want it to be used as a platform for, just kind of to bring around our community, Kingsport. We want to have guests in the future. Just really anyone. If you have a story to tell, funny, serious. It doesn't matter. We just want
to provide a voice for everybody that wants to.
For everyone around here. Maybe if you don't think your voice is heard enough, and maybe there's more to you than what people perceive you as, we would love to have you on, talk to you, and let your voice be heard.
Yeah, definitely. Follow us on Twitter at Just Tip Podcast and message us. If you have mine, Tyler's Snapchat information, Snapchat us. Let us know if you're wanting to be a part of the movement, but we definitely are looking forward to anybody that's willing to be a guest on this because we're just building this from the ground up now.
And we want to take y'all with us. So if y'all have any guest suggestions or you want to be on, just let us know, and we could probably set it up. We tried getting some guests today, but sometimes plans don't work out. So
yeah, and a lot of schools are on spring break right now, so
yeah,
some people are out of town, but I'm trying to figure this out.
Figure it out.
Yeah. How do you add like a link on your story? Because I just typed in that.
I think you can add. I don't know.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Bet.
All right. So Casey couldn't be here today. That's unfortunate, but I'm sure he'll be back next week with some great insight. We were going to talk about boobs today, but
I don't think we got to have Casey on here.
Without Casey,
yeah.
But we're still going to give you some juicy. We're going to talk about breakups, first dates, some other stuff, some sports, pop culture. We're really going to be all over the place, but it's okay. You getting that?
Yeah, we good.
Bet. Sweet. All right. Well, I think we should just start off. Go ahead and break some news that broke today about the college basketball rankings. Go ahead and touch on that.
Yeah, it's a bunch of BS, really.
Tennessee comes in ranked 5th, right in front of Kentucky at 6th, and UNC has jumped to 3rd, which is mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, they lost at home to Louisville.
Right.
By how many was it? Like
21.
Tennessee did play earlier in the season, and it wasn't even close, and it was on a neutral site. I just don't understand. Like, I know Tennessee hadn't played a ranked team since, like, Gonzaga up until Kentucky, but, we just embarrassed Kentucky this past weekend. I don't know. I feel like Tennessee's experience definitely is being overlooked by
for sure.
the majority of the country. And I saw today that it was like I can't remember what the name of the award was, but it's for the top point guard in the country. Mm-hmm. Jordan Bone wasn't even like on consideration.
Not even mentioned.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I didn't understand.
Who they got?
John Morant, Marcus Howard, Marcus Howard from Marquette, who's pretty cold. Tremont Waters, which I think Jordan Bone's better than Tremont Waters.
Way better. Come on now. He's the best point guard in the SEC, and he proved that.
Yeah,
he proves it every game. Every game he proves that. And Duke's 4th, and I don't understand how you can make UNC push up so high in the rankings, but not punish Duke for losing to them.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
And they don't have Zion. It's a completely different team without Zion. And I mean, Zion will be back. What, tomorrow? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow. And I mean, we'll see how they look with him back. But I mean, there's no doubt that they're one of the most talented teams in the country. But I think the rankings need to be a little bit more consistent.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. We got 2 games left this week. I don't know. I don't know how it'll play out. Hopefully, we can finish the season undefeated. But I mean, I think what we'll have to do is end up winning the SEC tournament for us to even be mentioned as getting a 1-2, which I don't think is very fair, personally.
No, but neither is the sport of basketball. So
no, I mean, seeding's important, and I want us to get a 1 seed, but I don't know. I feel like we'll still take care of business when we get in there.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it just comes down to winning each game. You're 0-0 going into each game, and I think you got to think about it that way.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
All right, so that was a little taste into basketball. We aren't going to get into it because that's not the top of it. I wanted in shots.
Yeah, if you all aren't Tennessee fans, that's okay. We understand, but
Get out.
y'all suck.
y'all are garbage.
I mean, you're in the state of Tennessee, so you got to rep.
You got to rep. My phone battery's at 20%. Cool. So breakups and first dates.
Well, I thought we were going to talk about Chloe.
We can. I just had that as a.
Well, that kind of goes into what we were talking about.
I mean, it kind of goes with.
Yeah.
It's kind of on topic. So.
Big news this past week was Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson.
My man. This isn't the first time it's happened.
No, it's not. It's not. I thought it was like whenever LeBron was on his team still, there was like a rumor going around. And I heard there was an actual like sex tape or something, but
there might be. But
I just did you hear like that they might be getting back together too or something?
Who?
Oh
Chloe. Yeah. Well, I'm not really. I don't like click on any of the articles, but like some memes on Twitter and some articles. It sounds like Chloe wants to make it better with him.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that, and I feel like Tristan clearly doesn't want to be with her. I feel like you've had this many opportunities.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel
100%.
like he's making it pretty obvious that he's not wanting to stay loyal in this relationship.
You set that up there.
Yeah, I'll set this up there.
We can we're gonna go live on our Twitter account as well, so as many people as can watch it can. Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah.
So for those just tuning in, we're also streaming live right now on YouTube. I put a link up on my story. You can swipe up. Streaming right now. Don't know how long we plan on streaming till we, I guess, just run out of stuff to talk about. But
it's harder without Casey here. But
yeah, Casey, our man's Casey, can hold it down. But
hold it down.
We were talking about some what just happened with the rankings in basketball return tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Which if he does, personally, I kind of want Duke to beat North Carolina on Thursday, because North Carolina's a projected 1 seed currently ahead of Tennessee. Mm-hmm. And if they lose to Duke, I feel like Tennessee will sneak in as that 1 seed.
Yeah. So, yeah, we touched on basketball a little bit on the stream before we opened it up on the Twitter. We've talked about how we want this show to move forward with guests and some more input and all that. Casey should be here next week.
Yeah, Casey's right now AWOL. He had a bunch of homework he was buried up in today, so hopefully our comrade will return with us next week. But
true.
Yeah, rehashing on what Tyler just said, this show, it's just kind of, I don't want to sound cheesy or anything, but it was just like a dream, really. We wanted to get together, talk about whatever we wanted to talk about. Whatever we want to talk about. Let y'all hear it, the fans or whatever. And we want other people to be able to come on here and talk about whatever they want to talk about as well. So, if you're interested, want to be a guest or something, just let me and Tyler or Casey know. Definitely feel free. We're open to just about anybody. So, I think
we want as many voices to be heard.
Yeah, for sure.
So, that's true. So you want to get into breakups and first dates, as suggested by Miss Rosa Galvan.
Shout out Rosa. But yeah. So Galvin. Today we were going to talk about breakups and bad first dates, and rolling right into breakups. Big news last week was this man's Tristan Thompson.
He's really holding it
being
down.
A dog. Being a dog for a second time. I mean, I don't understand at this point why is Chloe still messing with this dude. Like,
I mean, they got a kid. Like,
I mean, yeah, but still, like, Cardi and Offset had a kid, and she like broke things off. But then aren't they like getting back
yeah,
together?
they're
now?
together.
Yeah, see,
they
like
are
that-
together.
I just
Shout out, Offset and Cardi B.
Yeah, I will say that that's a power couple. But I mean, when you're with a Kardashian, you're set.
Team Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan Woods. Okay.
Like I'm just saying.
Team Jordan.
Who said that?
Rosa.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
she's bad.
She is bad.
I mean, Khloe Kardashian, Jordan Woods.
I mean, yeah, I'll agree, but I don't know.
I mean, he's a dog at the end of the day. So,
What else?
so breakups and first dates.
So breakups, we've all been there,
Every one of us.
and if you haven't been there, chances are you will be there.
You will.
From personal experience in high school, I had game in high school. I don't know where this came from. Like
Gang.
this was
Go
early
on.
me. Like freshman year, I swear to God, I dated 3 girls in 1 calendar year. That's more girls than I'll date probably for the rest of my life in 1 calendar year, freshman year.
Wow.
So like relationships back then, they kind of didn't mean as much, but some of them did matter. And they can be used as lessons. That's
Rosa's one of them.
yeah, Rosa, shout out Rosa, she's in here. She was a lesson for me. But me and Rosa still remain friends, and I think that's the biggest thing. Whenever you have a breakup, try to use that as a lesson.
Try to.
Because there's positive things that happen in a relationship, and there's negative things.
Yep.
And you can take out that negative stuff and look at what happened positive between the two of you, and then maybe down the pike, if somebody wants to date you again, you can use that what you learned. I think another thing is, we're all kings and queens. We really are.
Every one of us.
And all of us are kings, and all of us are queens. And you gotta acknowledge your king self or your queen self. You don't have to have somebody up there in the picture to tell you you're a queen or you're a king. You gotta do that to yourself. It's all about self-love.
And I think that's where you kind of got to start. Is you got to realize,
Yeah.
what do I deserve? What am I looking for?
Oh,
in
for
a,
sure.
In a queen. If I'm obviously a king. There's
Yeah,
no debate that
duh.
there.
I mean, we both are.
So, I think the most important thing is communication. Especially,
Communication is key.
and that's during breakups. You gotta be on the same level as your significant other. You gotta know how y'all either one of y'all will react to certain exchanges, or how will what I'm about to say really hurt this person.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think communication. Oh, my dad's in here. Cool. Well,
But I would agree with
yeah,
me.
yeah.
I think another thing too is that not just you need to surround yourself with people, that are supportive, no matter what. Good friends that support you. Because if you hang around the wrong circle, you don't have a good circle of friends. It can be hard. It really can.
Really
mean,
can.
even when you got good friends, it's hard. You feel lonely sometimes. So I mean, you gotta have that. You gotta have that support there.
You can. It's really easy to feel really lost when you don't have anyone around you. So, I think whether that be a significant other or just a bunch of friends, I think it's very important that you surround yourself with people that make you feel happy and feel like they're pushing you to a higher level than what you hold yourself.
Yeah, and I mean, of course, we've all been there. Other people think that the best way to get over somebody is to rebound. Just try to find somebody, and that's nice in the get go. Whenever that goes on, it might be fun to do something with somebody else or have somebody there to talk to. But that's temporary. That's temporary. Once that person goes away, you're going to be left sitting there thinking about why you were talking to that person and the person that made you feel that you needed to reach out to somebody, the person that caused your problems from the jump. I feel like so when you're down, you don't need to try to just glue the pieces back together haphazardly. You need to get back to all the pieces, organize it, and I mean, really, I don't want to sound cliche. Trust the process. Honestly, trust the process.
Speaking of picking up the pieces, I have a great soundbite from Casey.
Shout out Casey.
All women do is hurt me. Every female I've ever fallen in love with has only forced me to pick up the pieces in the end.
Shout out Casey. We know you're here watching. But yeah, that's my take on breakups. I went through a pretty rough breakup a few years ago.
Me too.
You know, I think everybody has that happen at least once in their life. And if you haven't had it happen yet, you know, kudos to you, and hopefully you don't, but chances are you will. And it can be a positive thing. Just, you know, take that, like we said, take the positive stuff, and it can be a learning experience. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd also like to say, you know, we're talking about,
Shout out to my dad right here.
yeah, shout out Mr. Lawson.
Where are you going? Over there? All right, figures. All right.
That right there, that's a king.
That's a king.
That's an absolute
George
king.
Lawson, the one and only king.
So we were also going to talk about some bad first dates. I mean,
But like, I've never had a bad first date.
there's been some awkward first dates. Yeah,
that's
that
a
could be
fact.
hella
Yeah,
awkward. Like,
really awkward. I mean, do you have any stories or anything about that?
okay, I don't want to like say names or anything.
No,
Yeah, we're gonna refrain.
We'll say Jane.
Yeah, we're gonna say Jane. So it was in high school.
Okay.
Asked me out. You know, she kind of hinted that she liked me for a little bit, and I kind of liked her, but I kind of didn't. You know,
Right.
and she hit me up to go eat dinner with her at Stir Fry. So Stir Fry, it'd be banging sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, it's good, but it's expensive.
I've
Yeah,
only been like twice, but
It's
I've heard
expensive.
it's good.
It's expensive.
Not a sushi guy
No,
myself.
I don't like sushi. I get the chicken fried rice, and that's gas. But anyway, so we go there. Everything's okay. Everything's going well. You know, is the kind of the first date jitters that you have, or you're just
Right.
kind of like nervous. You don't know if you want to be on like the same wavelength that other person.
Yeah,
Like you don't know what you're supposed to talk about. So all that's going on, and then I'm a broke boy. I was especially broke when I was in high school. This was like right before I started having a job.
Big broke.
Yeah, so all my money came straight from the fam, and
Yep.
we were sitting there, and I ordered like just fried rice. That was it, and water.
What?
This
You're
girl,
on a budget.
yeah,
balling
balling
on a budget.
on a budget.
You heard it here first.
this girl decided just to be bold and get like an appetizer, soup, a salad, and like some like Mongolian chicken noodles. Like
That ain't it, Chief.
I don't know, like
She's not the one.
if she hadn't eaten like for days before we went. I don't want to sound rude, but like she got all that food, and that's not the problem. So she gets all that food, and then I didn't want to be the guy that was like awkwardly like made her pay for it. So I'm a nice guy, and she kind of expected me to pay for it because I swear to God I didn't see her bring a person with her.
Do you think girls should pay for their meal?
Okay,
As
here's
a
what
guy,
I,
let's
listen,
go ahead
okay,
and cover this.
okay. So my opinion about people paying for dates, I think that it's like if you all fight for equality, and I believe women and men are equal, that means that we should be treated equally. I think that there should be times. Yeah, it's good to be a gentleman. You know, treat your girl.
Right?
She's a queen.
She's a queen.
Yeah, you gotta spoil her sometimes. But you know what? You're a king too, and you deserve to be spoiled just as amount as you know. If you all both got working jobs, you both take care of each other. I think that occasionally the girls should be able to pay for your dinner, and I'll
Right.
say that on the record. I really do think that.
I've been with a Jane before, who.
Oh, I'm not done with my story.
Oh, go ahead. Well,
Oh.
I mean, I was gonna talk about the about paying, where. All right, so usually whenever I go on a date with a girl, I typically try to pay for the girl, right?
Right?
As,
Yeah.
as one does.
Common courtesy.
Common courtesy. And Jane refuses multiple times to let me pay for her meal, and that's okay.
It's fine.
But we should have figured it. I mean, but like there should have been some sort of communication beforehand where it wasn't like awkward there,
Right? Yeah.
in my opinion. But I mean, it's okay. I mean, I understand a girl wanting to pay for her meal.
Yeah, I can't hate her for that, but like, and here's the thing too, like, that's just like an old. I don't want to say like old timey, but like that's just like an old custom
Right.
that like you know, holding the door open for a woman. You know, you're never supposed to ask a woman her weight or how old she is.
Right.
It's I mean, and I agree with something. You do need to be respectful to women, 100%. You should respect women, but you know, women should respect guys too. I think it's a double-edged sword. Really,
Yeah.
I think that it's a two-way street. You both there's give and take, and but going back to my story, so all of a sudden the bill comes out. It's like
yeah.
$45. $45 for 2 people to eat at Stir Fry. My high school or stuff, I'm just like, I'm shook. So like,
You've never seen a bill
I
like
had
this
I
in your
had I
life.
had $50 like flat, and that was supposed to be for that night and for like the next day I can get lunch with my friends.
I remember in high school I was going like $50 a week.
Yeah. So like that,
I made it last.
yeah, like
I
that
can't do
$50.
that now.
Yeah. So that got blown, and so I never talked to her after that. I didn't. I curved her. I didn't.
Really?
Yeah. And so then I started talking to another girl, but the rest is history.
The rest is history. Now we're here, both single, sad, and ready to mingle, but not really ready to mingle.
That's another thing too. Like, I don't even know what I want, to be honest. I mean,
I
like,
couldn't tell you.
I'm conflicted. Like, this is all within contingency of relationships. Like, part of me really wants a relationship. Like, I swear, I want a queen that I can just spoil. Like,
Spoil.
I'll text her one
That's on
more
my
day.
Tinder
Yeah,
bio.
like, I just want to spoil her. I just want a queen. Like, you all don't even have to do anything. You can just be chilling at the house. You can go just do anything.
You do your thing.
Do anything y'all want to do and just like have fun while you're doing it. I want that. You mean it's nice like to have someone that you can cuddle.
Right.
Give it a little bit. You got to have some physical affection there.
Mhm.
That's nice, but at the same time you want to have that emotional thing too. But at the same time, I'm not trying to get hurt again.
I understand. And heartbreak.
That going back to
and
breakups.
and fear of having
Yeah.
breakups. Is
Like it's all about making yourself vulnerable.
yeah.
Like that's 100% what it is.
And that's one of the hardest things you can do is make yourself vulnerable, especially around someone that you don't feel comfortable around.
Right, yeah, for sure. And see, like, in the wise words of a rapper,
Let's hear it.
Fora, he says sometimes the one you would take a bullet for is the one behind the gun. And you know what? That's facts.
Shout out to Fora. He's
Yeah.
got some great
If
music.
y'all never heard him, go listen to him. But
PHORA.
yeah, I'm just saying, the hardest thing you can do whenever you get through a breakup is make yourself vulnerable again. To anybody. It doesn't even have to be to a significant, just to anybody. Because like you learn to guard your feelings,
Yeah.
and you want to let all that stuff in because you don't want to, you don't want to have a repeat of getting hurt again. So I mean, that takes time. Every day I still try to do that, but and I mean, you just gotta keep trying. I do think that there's sincerely good people out there, that won't do that. I mean, there's good and bad people. There's good and evil in the world. And the wise words of the future. There's a lot of evil in the world.
I love the rapper. The rapper mentions.
Yeah,
Let's try. We can try and get those in as many as we can.
yeah.
But yeah, like I really don't know what I'm really looking for right now
It's really hard to know.
because I don't know. It's like I know everyone has a soulmate. I kind of believe that. Like I feel like there's all.
I mean, you
there's-
like to think that.
there-
You want to think
it's
that.
likely
Yeah.
that there is someone out there for you. And
But are
I
you
don't-
ever going to meet them?
are you ever going to meet them?
That's the thing. Like,
do you pick the wrong person? I think that happens too much.
I think about that all the time. Like, whenever I broke up with my last girlfriend, like, there's 7.8 billion people on the earth.
Right.
Like 3.2 billion of those 8 billion people live in Asia, and you're happen to say that someone that lives within the 25-mile radius of where you were born is your one out of like 7.4 billion. See, that's the thing. Like, maybe there is someone out there that's literally perfect for you, but I think a lot of it's like up here.
Mhm.
If you think that somebody's perfect for you, then they're going to be perfect for you because you see them as that
Right.
until they break you, until they let you down.
Until it all crumbles,
Yeah,
and then you're
and then you realize.
left to pick up the pieces.
I'm telling you, best thing you can ever, if you ever want to become a dog, get your heart broke.
Get your heart broke, and you'll be a savage.
You will for the rest of your life.
Cutthroat.
But okay, go back to bad first date. What you have any?
Bad for. I've been stood up on a first date.
Right? Yeah.
And that kind of goes with communication because we planned
true.
we planned lunch. Me and Jane, we planned lunch, and then we got to the day of lunch or whatever. Like we planned in advance that we were going to get lunch, and I pull up to Moto, great spot.
Gas.
Shout out Moto.
Fire.
And I'm sitting there for 15, 20 minutes. She never pulls up. So, I mean, that would have to be a horrible first date.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not even a first date. That's just
that's literally just.
she ruined the chances of there even being another date. Honestly,
I
with
know.
that.
She wanted to be my queen, and now she can't.
No.
Like, even if she wanted to be.
But
now,
you know what? Kudos to her for letting you know
she
in
didn't.
advance.
She
No,
didn't.
for letting you know in advance that she wasn't the one.
That's true. Before I went and got too invested, before I got way too vulnerable, she went ahead and told
She
me.
gave you the sign.
I picked that up real quick and I
Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
Left. So,
I personally think, and this is just my opinion, I think a terrible place to go on a first date, you should just never do it. Movie theater.
movies.
I
the
don't.
worst.
I don't.
I've never been on a
Okay,
first
like,
date in a movie.
I
theater.
did that one time, and like, okay, not just like on a first date, but like in dates in general. Like, yeah, when you're in high school, like you can make out in the movie theater, like it's fun. But if you're wanting to meet somebody on the first date, you know, you got to communicate with them. You can't talk in the movie. You
No,
all got to sit
not
there
as well as you'd
silently.
like.
You got to sit there silently. You might be able to put a move on or something, but again, it's the first date,
Right.
so like you're not going to do anything out like that. Might like
Some people might. But,
some people
but
might,
not-
and
not
respect.
us, not me.
Like yeah, like to each his own. But I'm not trying to make a girl feel uncomfortable.
Fair.
And like, I think a good first date, you like dinner. That's always a safe bet. Go to dinner, but it can be awkward. There can be with dinner, but do something. You all don't even have to spend money. Maybe like go to a park, go outside, do something. You know, go to like I don't know, like go to some sporting event or something. Like I just think that y'all should do something like out in the open
Mhm.
at first, or like do a public event or something.
Right.
That way y'all can talk and like
Mhm.
mingle with others too. And then once y'all like get to know each other, then you can like maybe do a little bit more one-on-one intimate stuff.
Right.
Like go to a movie and that'll be fine. But I think like when you're laying down the groundwork to a good relationship, that's what you need to do.
That's well said, Levi.
I mean, I'm old fashioned. I'm giving you all some points. Like you
take
all need,
notes.
yeah,
Take
you all
notes.
need to
Listen,
write this
listen.
down. Like I'm just saying,
Take some notes.
it's fun. Like I said, the physical stuff that's fun, but eventually, that baddie that you think is just so bad, she's gonna be 70, and she's not gonna have that no more. But you know what she will have? Her heart. Swear to God, my voice cracked right there. That was good. Her heart, though.
Her heart.
You know, whenever you get with somebody, you get with them because of the person. I mean,
personality.
if they're like a 10, that's just an added bonus.
That's fact.
I mean, you can enjoy that for maybe 30 more years, maybe. But
Yeah.
like
Forever.
maybe, yeah.
Maybe, I mean,
Honestly,
maybe.
it just depends on genes, I guess. But
Yeah,
like
fair.
that's all I'm saying. Like y'all really need to think about it because, like, honestly, I mean, I'm 20. He's
19.
yeah, 19. Like, I mean, we're starting to get old. So like,
Old out here.
we're getting old. So
old.
you know, you just need to start thinking about that because like that, whenever you at this time when you start dating people, who say it's like not the person that you eventually might marry and like be the mother of your kids or
Yeah.
the father of your kids, like, and then you don't have to worry about like you're not just thinking about how like they'll be in a relationship with you. You gotta think about like when you marry them, you're marrying their family basically.
Right.
And you gotta think about how they will be with your kids.
Right.
Like once you make that, like once they make an impact on your life, then they can start impacting other people's lives around you all. So like it's just a big picture you gotta look at.
Right. I mean, especially at this age, I mean, people really are like almost dating to marry.
No,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, like, and I mean, there's some like that's kind of what you always should do, but like, I mean, really now more than ever. I mean,
Oh, for
like,
sure.
There's no just like flings now that we're 19.
I mean,
20.
and there are some, but
I mean,
like,
there's some, but it's not. I mean, that's not really what's happening.
no,
right now.
yeah.
I mean, it's a whole lot of single people.
It's
and a whole
not
lot
like-
of married people who are pregnant.
Yeah, no, like there's people that we went to high school with that are like either married now or pregnant.
I mean,
It's just it's how it goes.
then
Like,
there's us,
yeah, there's us
sad,
sad and starting a podcast
doing a podcast just because we can,
because we can. We live in America. We can do whatever we want.
whatever we want. So I'd say probably about wrap it up. But
Yeah,
to touch on like relationships and stuff, I think it's really just important to like know the person you're with. Not,
yeah.
I think that's the most important thing.
I think I heard like I read somewhere that like a person will never show like their true like identity or like their personality to another person, like as far as like dating and like until 6 months into a relationship. That's what I've heard.
I think there's truth.
Like
in that.
I've heard that like it takes 6 months for like people to be able to open up to one another, and I think that's true. But I think you can be able to tell like telltale signs from the jump, like people that are throwing red flags.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's plenty coming around.
But you know, for anybody
sure.
out there that's in a relationship, that's good. hopefully you all are doing well. But like for those of you that aren't, keep your heads up, kings and queens.
Kings and queens.
And like we said earlier, we're feel free to let us know if you want to be a guest on here.
For
We're
sure.
always looking for new people.
Anyone.
Anybody that wants a platform. We don't have much of a platform now, but
No.
we're trying to build up.
We're trying to build up. We want everyone's voices to be heard. If you've got something on your mind, if you've got something you want to get out, feel free to let us know, and we'd be more than happy to like set up a day where you can come and talking to a camera.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
but that about wraps it up. Thanks again for tuning in, guys, and we'll be there. We
I'm gonna play this before we leave.
yeah, we made our little theme song. If you didn't hear it, we did on the YouTube stream. We made a little theme song we'll have every Monday. But here you go.
Our outro music and intro music.
Yeah.
Just a tip, 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 tippy tip podcast, just a tip, just a tip, just a tip.
That's great.
I swear to God.
That's great.
Just a tip, just a tip.
But yeah, so when y'all hear that Mondays at 7, you all can know that we're starting our show.
Yeah, true.
But appreciate all the love. Appreciate y'all that tuned in. We appreciate all of you all. Stay strong. We'll announce later this week what our topics next week will be. But hopefully Casey will be able to join us next Monday.
Hopefully,
I think
we'll have a guest on next week.
Yeah,
too,
hopefully
so.
we can have about 4 men in here.
Yeah.
Or 3 men or a female.
Female.
Let me be inclusive. But yeah, appreciate it. We'll see y'all
All right,
next week.
guys. How do you stop this? End strain.